Show number 103. Welcome, everybody. Hope you had a great weekend. Tonight is a little bit of a somber show as we're here in the Four Corners Project studio in Beit Shemesh, Israel. It's a little bit of a somber show because tomorrow night here in Israel is called Yom HaZikaron, or Memorial Day. It's the Memorial Day for the 23,928 soldiers and victims of terror, people that died in the line of duty as the state, as the state was founded back in 48. I think this count goes back to 1860. I'm not 100% sure why, but I believe it does. Anyway, so tonight's show is dedicated to all the soldiers, families of the soldiers, families of people that lost loved ones here in terror attacks. And so it's not going to be incredibly happy. Let's call it hopeful that one day they will be totally eliminated. And let's start off with a song that I wrote back in 1996, 97, came out on Stories from the Holy Land. The song is called Can We Feel the Pain? Here we go. Can we feel the pain? Do we hear the cries as we live our lives? Can we understand things will never be the same? Do we stop at all thinking of their loss? Life cannot go on the way it always has. Things will never be the same. Looking at pictures on a TV screen, seeing haunting faces, reading their stories of what could have been, now will never be. Can we feel the pain? Do we hear the cries as we live our lives? Can we understand things will never be the same? Do we stop at all thinking of their loss? Life cannot go on the way it always has. Things will never be the same. Watching the sorrow of the family hurting deep inside, telling the stories of what could have been, now will never be. Can we feel the pain? Do we hear the cries as we live our lives? Can we understand things will never be the same? As we live our lives, can we understand things will never be the same? Can we feel the pain? Starting us off right away, I wrote this song after 73 soldiers died when two helicopters collided over Kibbutz Shar Yashuv in northern Israel. And it was a little bit of it was so sad. The whole country shut down and they kept flashing the pictures of the soldiers and their faces. And that's how I wrote the song, Can We Feel the Pain? And it really hit home for somebody who grew up in Queens, and moved to Israel in the year 1990. That year, July 96, I made Aliyah. So, anyway, and words can't even describe what the country went through at that time. And they go through it all the time, every time a soldier gets killed, God forbid. All right, let's move on. Is usually the upbeat Lenny. But sometimes you have to be a little bit low key or down, and this is one of those moments. The schedule for this week, by the way, we're going to do tonight's show, which is a Memorial Day show for the State of Israel, for the soldiers. And then Thursday night, we go from sadness to happiness as we do an Israeli Independence Day show, Yom Haatzmaut. Be sure to join us for show number 104 Thursday night, both 11 p.m. Israel time, 4 p.m. New York time, East Coast. That's going to be our next show number 104. All right. You guys ready? A little Am Yisrael Lanetzach. This is already getting us hopeful. And this song was also written during a time when Israel was getting bombarded by missiles in Sderot and the south. And I wrote this song, and it goes like this. זמנים קשים, העם ביחד, כולם מוכנים, העם מיוחד, צהל מגן, העם מעודד, מגובשים, העם תומך, נצח ישראל לא ישקר, עם ישראל לנצח, נצח ישראל לא ישקר, עם ישראל לנצח, כולם עוזרים, העם מתנדב, משתוקקים, רוצים שלום, ממשיכים, עם של צדק, עם של צדק, כולם ביחד, עם ישראל חי. Everybody together. נצח ישראל לא ישקר, עם ישראל לנצח, נצח ישראל לא ישקר, עם ישראל לנצח, נצח ישראל לא ישקר, עם ישראל לנצח, נצח ישראל לא ישקר, עם ישראל לנצח. Am Yisrael Lanetzach, the people of Israel, the nation of Israel, forever. For those of you that don't understand Hebrew, we have a very nice comment coming in from Uri, or Ori. I can't read it though because it's too far away from me. But I'll take a look at it later. But it's not only for Jews, it's not only happened in the south, it happens all over Israel every once in a while, where there are attacks, and unfortunately we have casualties. And that's the cost of having a state, the state of Israel, Medinat Eretz Yisrael, or Medinat Yisrael, the nation of Israel. It doesn't come without a price. You know, taking it from somebody who used to ride El Al like people ride buses. You know, you get on an El Al plane, 14 hours later, you're in, 12 hours later, you're in Hong Kong, then another 10 hours you're in Melbourne, Australia, or 9 hours you're in Toronto. You know, you take it for granted. You do. You take it for granted. I remember the Israeli Day parades in America, which are still going on. But here in Israel, you know, Memorial Day is not a day for barbecues. It's a day to you know, reflect and to thank Hashem that we are now 73 years old. Israel will become 73 years old on Wednesday night. Okay, of course, we're way more than 73 years old. We're thousands and thousands of years old. But that's another story. We'll have to wait for the musical Daniel to come out for you to get more information on that. Okay, everybody. So here we are halfway through. It's Minnesota Wild night. Just for those of you that don't know which hockey jersey this is, the Minnesota Wild. It's a beautiful white. And let's go on to the next song, shall we? Let's do, I think we should do To Unite All Jews. To Unite All Jews as we go from sadness towards hope, or we try to go towards hope. Here we go. See the stones thrown through the sky. See the enemy on our sides. And we're waiting for you. It's our land and it's our faith. How much longer can we wait? And we're waiting for you. To unite all Jews, to unite all Jews. Every day prepared for war, we gave some back, they still want more. And we're waiting for you. To unite all Jews, to unite all Jews right now. We can't wait till you unite all Jews. We won't give this land away. We won't give this land away. We won't give, we won't give, we won't give this land away. So many died in our land. We settled in Jerusalem, the old and the new. We won't give this land away. We won't give this land away. We won't give, we won't give, we won't give this land away. To unite all Jews, to unite all Jews right now. We can't wait till you unite all Jews. To unite all Jews, to unite all Jews right now. We can't wait till you unite all Jews, till you unite all Jews. To unite all Jews. Here we are at show number 103. the memorial show for the Israeli soldiers. So most of these songs, if not all of these songs, are slow. It's kind of like a Kumsitz show. They've never really had a Kumsitz show. Maybe something we should be doing more often. Gives us pause. But in the meantime, let's talk a little bit about www.fourcornersproject.org. When people say, what do you do? What do you do, Lenny? I say, we have an issue. The issue is that Jewish families are growing up and they're not feeling a connection to Judaism. They're not feeling a connection to the Torah, to their heritage. And that's why the Four Corners Project was created, to help us make projects, videos, albums, webisodes, and shows like these. So I want you all to go to the website, www.fourcornersproject.org, and place a small donation for the year. You won't be sorry, because you'll get content like you would never believed. I'm working on 3 albums right now at the same time. We need funding. And of course, we have the musical Daniel in Babylon that must come out. It must. Hashem is going to enable it to happen. Anyway, back to the show, as we did our paperwork. Tonight is Rosh Chodesh ER, the second night of Rosh Chodesh here in Israel, and it's going to be soon in America and all over the world. You know, in Australia, it's already passed. It's still the second day of Rosh Chodesh, which means it's the first day of ER. ER stands for Ani Hashem Rofecha. I am God, your healer. Hashem is the one that heals. Remember that. Remember that, everybody. Hashem is the healer. And he provides us with people who might be the vehicle to help us get better. But Hashem is the one who does everything. Okay, let's do a song about all of us brothers and sisters. It's called Achenu. Here we go. Achenu kol Beit Yisrael. Achenu kol Beit Yisrael. Hanetunim batzara. Batzara uvashivya. Haomdim bein bayam uvein bayabasha. Achenu kol Beit Yisrael. Achenu kol Beit Yisrael. Hanetunim batzara. Batzara uvashivya. Haomdim bein bayam uvein bayabasha. Hamakom yirachem, yirachem aleim, v'yotziei mitzara lirvacha, u'me'afel aliora, u'meshibud legeula hashta ba'agala, u'vizman kariv. Hamakom yirachem, yirachem aleim, v'yotziei mitzara lirvacha, u'me'afel aliora, u'meshibud legeula hashta ba'agala, u'vizman kariv. Everybody together. Hamakom yirachem, yirachem aleim, v'yotziei mitzara lirvacha, u'me'afel aliora, u'meshibud legeula hashta ba'agala, u'vizman kariv. Hamakom almost at the end of our show, honoring the 23,928 soldiers, Israeli soldiers and victims of terror that fell as the state of Israel was founded. And I want to just say, a refuah shlema to Miriam Dodi ben Chana Yochevet, Yosef Chanoch ben Shulamit Chaya, Eliza bat Batsheva, Yitzchak ben Yenta, Shmuel Michael ben Malka, Rivka Fruma bat Leah Bela, Shlomo Halevi ben Esther, Chana Leah bat Malka Sima, Yafa Efrona bat Henya Yehudit, Tova bat Esther, and Binyamin Yaakov ben Chava, and everybody else out there that needs a refuah shlema. Remember, Iyar Ani Hashem Rofecha, I am God, your healer. Remember that. All right, let's finish the show today. This Thursday night, we have a sponsor for the Thursday night show, for the Israeli Independence Day show. Isn't that nice? We had a show last week that was sponsored by Mo Goldsman from Los Angeles. We're going to have a show this Thursday night. We'll tell you all about the sponsor on Thursday night. I must tell you, you guys can sponsor a show. It's not expensive. Just get in touch with me. And it's a nice tax-deductible donation, which you can even use your maaser for. You can use your charity to charity money to sponsor. All right, this is called Ani Yehudi. Shoalim oti mi ani, ani lo Ashkenazi, lo Sfaradi, lo Temani, lo Tzarfati, lo Marocai, lo Americani, lo Russi. Ani Yehudi, Ani Yehudi, Ani Yehudi, Ani Yehudi. Shoalim oti ma iti, ani lo dati, lo chiloni, lo smolani, lo yimani, lo optimi, lo pessimi, naivi. Ani Yehudi, Ani Yehudi, Ani Yehudi, Ani Yehudi. Kol Yisrael arivim ze lazeh, חיים כאן ביחד, חיים בתקווה, וחשובה מכל האהבה. אנחנו אזרחים, אנחנו חיילים, בני אדם, כן, כולנו אנשים, אנחנו צועדים, מתקדמים, אנחנו מאמינים, מקרבים, לא מתייאשים. אנחנו יהודים, אנחנו יהודים, אנחנו יהודים, אנחנו יהודים. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed tonight's show in honor of the 23,928 Israeli soldiers that have fallen and victims of terror that have fallen protecting the state of Israel and protecting us all around the world. We'll see you Thursday night for the opposite, for the Simcha show of the Israeli Independence Day show of the 73rd birthday of Medinat Yisrael, the 73rd birthday of the state of Israel. We will see you on Thursday night, 11 p.m. Israel time, 4 p.m. on the East Coast, 1 p.m. on the West Coast, 9 p.m. in the UK, and so on and so forth, 10 p.m. in South Africa. We'll see you all there. Everybody, have a great next couple of days. Keep on schlacken. Stay in touch. We'll see you soon.